Alright guys, you have one more Mercenary, and today I'm back with another one of these sort of what if videos. This time, a continuation of the what if devolution, prevolution, prequel, sequel, whatever line. What if Scythe Kronos was in Metal Masters or before? So Scythe Kronos is a pretty solid, well, not pretty, very solid stamina type bay from 4D. It is pretty much outclassed by Phantom Orion, but this wheel can be very useful for defense considering the spinning, and is pretty good for stamina. And the tip EDS can be pretty good for stamina if it's not worn down. If it is worn down, then you got yourself a good tornado stalling tip. But regardless, this thing can be pretty good, so I'm gonna try and devolve it. So first off, we're of course gonna be keeping the energy ring, the same face bolt technically, but just without the imprint on it. For the metal wheel, I decided I'm going to downgrade it into thermal. I feel like it fits the two-bladed scythe aesthetic pretty well, just without them free spinning. So I feel like this works, and it is a pretty good stamina wheel, or at least for its time at the period it came out. Next, I don't really see a reason in trying to downgrade the spin track again, like with the Quetzalcoatl evolution. It's kind of just basic. I could have maybe put in like DF 145 or something like that, but I'm just gonna keep T125. And for the performance tip, I'm gonna be downgrading that, of course, to just green Eternal Sharp. It's not super worn, but it's a bit used. I don't know how well that'll come up on camera, but yeah, it's a bit used, a bit worn. But we'll see how it'll perform. Battles are gonna be pretty similar to previous ones because I use a lot of similar bays, but there are some different ones in here. Actually, no, there's only gonna be 2 returning fighters, so should be pretty different. Let's see how this goes. So to test out this thing's power, this Thermal Kronos' power, should probably bring it up closer. To test out Thermal Kronos' power, I will be using it against some Metal Masters era bays like this would compete with. First, we have Thermal Lacerda. I feel like it would be interesting putting thermal against thermal, especially something a bit more attack oriented. This is in the sort of defensive position, I guess, for wing attack. It is a bit stiff compared to like a regular one. I believe this is a Hasbro one, so maybe that's why, but that'll be round 1. Next, we'll hit it against Grand Cetus, a pretty solid defensive type, just to test the stamina of Thermal Kronos. Here should be pretty good in terms of stamina, and definitely should outspin this thing. Next, we're gonna have Ray Striker, a pretty solid, I guess technically it's an attack type, but I'd consider it more of a balanced type. It's got a good bit of defense and stamina with this tip, and could be aggressive. A nice low-ish height with a pretty high recoil wheel, so I'd classify it more as a defensive or balanced type than an attack type. Next, we'll have Galaxy Pegasus, of course, an attack type from this era to test out the defensive capability, if there is any, to this bay. And Medio El Drago, just for a left spin, and see how it does against that. So let's get right into it. Starting with the Thermal Lacerda battle. Starting us first, since it should have better stamina. Thermal seems to be destabilizing, or Lacerda seems to be destabilizing Kronos pretty easily. Though I think they're both were sort of destabilizing each other in a way. I think Thermal might be a good destabilizing wheel, but I'm not too sure about it. Anyways, that's gonna be 0, 1, 2, 4. Thermal Lacerda winning once again. Seems like it's just an overall better bay than this Thermal Kronos, but we'll see. Eternal Sharp is too great anyway, so nothing to be too surprised about. I don't know why I'm still trying to flower pattern this, but whatever. We'll see how the rest of this fight goes. Yeah, Thermal Lacerda just kind of sweeps here. Kronos is not quite as good with the stamina in this situation. Moving swiftly on to the next battle, which will be against Grand Cetus. Let's see. Thermal Kronos should be able to outspin. If it doesn't, then something is definitely wrong. These battles are all going to get sped up. I have no commentary for this. This is just straight stamina and defense. Way closer than that should have been, but Kronos did still pull out the victory there. 1-0. Yeah, so I'm not doing another one. It's pretty obvious that Kronos is just going to win most of these, so moving on to the next battle, which is going to be against Ray Striker, of course. As I said, pretty solid balance of things, but let's see if it really helps it against Kronos here. So Kronos wins round 1 there. Okay, that did bounce out of the stadium and then back in. So I'm just going to count that as a win for Striker. It hit the wall and came back in. So I don't think that quite counts if it does come back and win. So that is a 1-1. That is a 1-2. And a 3-0 or 3-1 or 1-3. Whatever it is, Striker managed to get the win there, meaning this Kronos really is doing a good job at being a downgrade. Moving on, I'm just not even going to cut this time. I'm just going to jump straight into the Pegasus battle because I feel like the outcome should be, or might be, pretty similar. Unless this happens, in which case I needed to launch better. I feel like Evil could have also been a good, like, Devolution type of wheel to Kronos. But, I don't know, I picked up Thermal first, and it was in my mind first. Whoa, wow, okay. Quick knockout, making this a 1-1 fight. lot of big hits from Pegasus. I actually did knock out Kronos, but Kronos just bounced back in. I think Pegasus might actually still win just from the damage it's dealt to Kronos, making it scrape so much. Very rare to see Galaxy Pegasus outspin an opponent, but there you go. That is a E0 or 3-1 actually, but seeing Galaxy Pegasus actually win is pretty fun. So I just wanted to do one more. Anyways, I feel like it's time to move on to the last battle. And that last battle is going to be against Medio El Drago. Let's see if it gets a knockout, if it spin steals, so Kronos can somehow mitigate that. Alright, Medio able to nicely spin steal off of Kronos there. That makes it a 0-1 for Medio. Try and talk over Medio while it is zooming, but I will commentate on that last little bit. And it looks like Kronos is just kind of hard countered by Medio. But, oops. Let's just try hands from Medio for this one. Interesting. Medio was actually able to win off the hand spin there and take a win. And yeah, that's about it. You know what, I'll just try it once against SCYTHE Kronos, just to see the original versus the prequel, I guess. Pre-existent, whatever. I don't know what to call it. And yeah, pretty much the outcome I was expecting. Of course, SCYTHE Kronos is going to beat Thermal, but anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you thought of the Devolution to SCYTHE Kronos. I guess I succeeded in this video of making a Beyblade bad. Not quite what I want to see, though. I would like to have it at least balanced, but I don't know. It only really thrives in a defense or versus a defense type, which I guess is the point of a stamina bay, but just unfortunate to see it lose to pretty much every other battle that was here. I'll see you guys next time for whichever video I decide to work on next.